Morning, the CDC is expected to adjust its COVID-related guidelines for summer camps soon to reflect the progress made with vaccinations. Now, the original guidance calls for masks to be worn at all times indoors and outside by everybody over the age of 2, regardless of whether or not you got the vaccine. They also recommend at least 3 feet of distance between kids and at least 6 feet between staff and campers when they are eating. Dr. Anthony Fauci responded, calling the guidelines, quote, a bit stringent. The new rules will reportedly allow for some kids to go without masks. Many local parents wondering what camps here in Central Florida will look like this summer. And so now we do want to bring in from the YMCA, Dan Saginario, Vice President of Brand and Cause Advocacy. Good morning to you. It's always good to see you.
Good morning. Likewise. Good to see you.
So here's the thing, there are so many kids, right, that missed out on camps last year. So parents are really looking forward to getting their kids into these camps because they need this socialization this summer. What will the guidelines look like here in Central Florida, and will they vary by age?
Well, at the YMCA, we love summertime because as one of the largest nonprofits here that's here to serve our community and our kids, it's an exciting time to have them have those activities that they can stay active and healthy and having fun all summer long. So the activities will look a little bit different, but we've been in lockstep with the CDC since even before the pandemic. Safety is the #1 priority for us here at the Y. So we've looked at each one of our programs and they're very different. So some of them will require different types of things, such as swim lessons are going to be a little bit different, right? You can't wear a mask as you're in the pool, but we've put safety protocols in before, during, and after our lessons and our camps to make sure that the kids are safe.
So you talked about swim lessons. What are some of the other camps that you're going to be offering this year for the kiddos?
Yeah, so we have a variety of specialty camps for elementary and middle schools. They're going to be definitely like in the space of interest that they have. So it could be arts and gardening, it could be a junior chef, it could be robotics, animal lovers even. So all sorts of different interests, and even youth sports.
I love the youth sports aspect of it. All right, so with youth sports, let's say the kid is doing basketball. That's something that my son wants to do. He wants to do basketball. That's indoors, and it's kind of close contact, right? So what kind of guidelines will be in place for something like that?
Absolutely. So what we do is, even before the games happen, we have make sure that our staff have temperature checks. And then as the kids and the families are coming in, they wear their masks. The kids, we're asking that they have also temperature checks before they come. We limit the number of spectators. We even stagger the start and end games of the times of the games so that there's not a lot of folks coming and going at the same time.
And Dan, what happens if somebody does end up getting sick?
Well, we have protocols in place to make sure that anyone that would be exposed as high risk, considered by the CDC, we would notify them personally. But these precautions are really here to prevent those types of incidences from happening.
So what would you say to parents who are concerned about sending their kids to camp while we are now still dealing with this pandemic? And of course, vaccines have not been approved for kids under the age of 15 yet.
Yes, well, it's our turn as parents to do homework, so we have to make sure that the programs that we're enrolling our kids in are quality programs like the Y, that are following CDC guidelines. You can look at their website, make sure you feel comfortable. But as we know, for kids, it's been a difficult year. And so we want to make sure that they do have the opportunity to stay physically active, to have those social interactions, but just do your homework and make sure that you're comfortable.
Well, my son is looking forward to it. Dan Saginario, I said your name right, I think. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. You can go to our website at ymcacf.org if you have any questions or want to learn more. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dan. All right, the time right now is 9:18. Let's get on.